Hello everyone, good morning. How are you today? Good, I'm fine too, thank you. First of all, thank you to Mrs. Neni for giving us the opportunity to represent the result of our group discussion. We are from group 2. Now, we are going to present our material about principal language assessment. But before we come to presentation session, let me introduce me and my friends. My name is Fadila Sri Indah Prahutri, and I'm going to be a moderator and the first speaker. And my friend, her name is Dewi, she will be the second speaker. And Jasmine, she will be the third speaker. Afif, he will be the fourth speaker. And the last, Areza, he will be the fifth speaker. Well, I think that's enough about the introduction session. Let's come to the next session. It will be the presentation of our material about principal language assessment. Because I'm the first speaker, I will begin of our presentation. Here it is. Validity. Stated by Brown 2010 to 30, a valid test measures exactly what is proposed to measure. Brown 2010 30 until 35 proposed 5 ways to establish validity, such as number 1, content validity. Content validity refers to the correlation between the content of the test and the language skill, structure, etc. Number 2, criterion validity. Criterion validity emphasizes on the relationship between the test score and the outcome. According to Brown 2010 to 32, criterion validity usually falls into concurrent validity and predictive validity. Number 3, construct validity. Construct validity refers to the concept or theories which are underlying the usage of certain ability. Number 4, consequential validity. Consequential validity refers to the consequences of using a particular test for a particular purpose. A good test must give positive consequence for the student. The last, face validity. According to Gronlund in a Brown 2010 to 35, face validity is student view the assessment as fair, relevant, and useful for improving learning.
Okay, and Dewi Vanendri will explain the next, reliability. According to Brown 2010, said that a reliable test is consistent and dependable. If you give the same test to the same student or match student on 2 different occasions, the test should yield similar result. There is a relationship between reliability and validity as related by Beckman 2011. He said that in order for a test score to be valid, it must be reliable. There are some issues related to reliable as stated by Brown. I will explain one by one. First, student-related reliability. According to Brown, the most common learner-related issue in reliability is caused by temporary illness, fatigue, a bad day anxiety, and other physical or psychological factors which may make an observed score differ from one's true score. Menurut Brown, Masalah yang paling umum berhubungan dengan siswa dalam reability disebabkan oleh penyakit sementara, kecemasan ketika siswa mengalami hari yang buruk, faktor fisik dan psikologis lainnya yang dapat menentukan skor yang diamati menyimpang dari skor sebenarnya. Misalnya, ketika seorang siswa sedang tidak dalam suasana hati yang baik karena hari buruknya saat mengerjakan ujian, maka hal tersebut menyebabkan nilainya menjadi lebih menurun dari biasanya. And the second, radar reliability. Radar reliability deals with the scoring process. It can be caused by human error and subjectively. Yang kedua ini, radar reliability berkaitan dengan proses penilaian yang dapat disebabkan oleh kesalahan manusia atau secara subjektif dapat menyebabkan penilaian yang menyimpang. Next, test administration reliability. Concern with the situation and condition in which the test is administered. Yang ketiga ini berkaitan dengan situasi dan kondisi di mana tes tersebut diselenggarakan. Misalnya, ketika seorang guru ingin melakukan tes listening, maka guru harus menyiapkan ruangan yang nyaman untuk kegiatan listening tersebut. Misalnya seperti audio yang harus jelas bagi semua siswa, pencahayaannya, dan pengaturan tempat duduk. Apabila hal tersebut tidak terpenuhi, misalnya seperti audionya yang tidak jelas, maka akan mempengaruhi siswa dalam melakukan listening test. Next, test reliability. Brown said that sometimes the nature of the test can cause measurement errors. It means that test reliability refers to the test itself. Brown mengatakan bahwa terkadang sifat tes dapat menyebabkan kesalahan pengukuran, artinya reliability test tersebut mengacu pada tes itu sendiri. Misalnya ketika guru melaksanakan tes dengan item pilihan ganda dan dalam satu soal terdapat lebih dari satu jawaban yang benar, atau ketika guru menggunakan kalimat ambigu dalam tes, maka hal tersebut dapat mempengaruhi nilai siswa.
Okay, my name is Putri Jasmine. I want to explain the next material about practically. Mosovy in Brown 2010 numbers 26 states that tests include cost, the amount of time it takes to construct and to administer, ease of scoring, and ease of reporting the result. Based on the definition above, it can be concluded that practically defines in terms of cost, time, administration, scoring, or evaluation. Nah, jadi maksudnya di sini yaitu practically itu praktis. Dalam penilaian bahasa, praktis tersebut meliputi seperti praktis dalam segi biaya, waktu, administrasi, dan scoring atau evaluasi. Okay, thank you. Or too short to be finished by the student. Okay, next, administration. A good test shouldn't be too complicated or difficult to conduct, and it shouldn't be simple to administer. Okay, next, scoring or evaluation. A good test should be followed by something to make it easy to score, like rubric of scoring and key answer. Okay, thank you.
Okay, number 4, authenticity. The 4 major principles of language assessment is authenticity. It deals with the real world. Teachers should conduct a test with the test item are likely to be applied in the real context of daily life. Born 2010-37. Purpose correction that might be helpful to present authenticity. in a test. They are: first, the language in the test is as natural as possible. Next, topics are meaningful, relevant, interesting for the learner. Some thematic organization to item provide, such as through a storyline or episode. Task represent or closely approximate real-world tests.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ariza Gamara. I will explain about Westbeck. Huggins is born on 2010. 13.7 said that Westbeck is the effect of testing on teaching and learning. Based on those definitions above, it can be concluded that Westbeck refers to the effect of testing on teaching and learning process, and it has two slides: positive and negative. Positive aspect. Positive aspect has beneficial influence on teaching and learning for both the teaching and the student. And negative aspect, a test which has negative aspect is considered to have negative influence on teaching and learning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, that's all the result of our presentation. We say thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.